Boom, welcome to another beautiful day of the vlog. I hope you guys are feeling amazing, feeling excellent. It's been a little while since I posted this winter shred, as you may already know. So took a little bit of time off. I was feeling like garbage, feeling sick, still feeling some mucus. I don't know why. Usually I'm not sick for a long period of time. Now I'm sick for like 2 weeks. Got mucus, got a cough, had a cough, sniffles, sore throat. It all varied. It started with like achy body ache, but whatever. We're still getting to this work now. Also enjoyed the holidays a little bit. You know, nothing wrong with enjoying the holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed your holidays as well. Now this journey, you know, a lot of times we want immediate results, immediate gratification. You know, that's just how we are, especially if you're living in America. We like to compare each other to each other, compare ourselves to others, and we want that fast growth. We want that immediate growth, but that's not really how things happen. You know, things take time, things take years, and those who are successful, they do the same thit every day for 10, 15 years before they get that overnight success that we proclamate so much. And that's just how it works. And weight loss in and of itself, and even muscle growth and development, is a slow process. If you're losing about 1 to 2 pounds a week, that is excellent progress for weight loss. 1 to 2 pounds. And if you're looking to lose 20, 40 pounds, how many weeks is that? It could be 10 to 20 or 20 to 40, depending on the situation. So that's how it's a slow process. So we want to work on developing our patience. We want to work on developing a new lifestyle, right? We want to learn a new lifestyle, especially when it comes to our foods, the foods that we consume, the foods that we're eating and putting in our body, because that is 80% of your fitness journey. It is the muscle growth. It is the loss of fat. It's eating in a calorie deficit or eating in a calorie surplus, and making sure that your macronutrients are on point if you're trying to build muscles. You're going to want to make sure that you have a proper ratio of proteins, carbs, and fats. That way you rebuild muscle and also create sustainable energy. That's where your carbs and fats come in. That you have sustainable energy that will power through your workouts. Instead of just fully eating protein, which helps rebuild muscle, you're going to want carbs so that you have energy to work out. You know what I'm saying? Or just live in general. So macronutrients, the diet, everything, calorie intake is very important. For me, we're looking for a calorie deficit, which means we want to burn more calories than we eat, right? I want to take in less calories than I'm burning, because I want to lose weight. If you want to gain weight, you eat more calories than you're burning, right? So calorie deficit, going into a workout, it's going in fasted. But the thing is, I always feel some type of way because I did have pre-workout. So I don't know if it's really even fasted. Pre-workout is a liquid. It's a powder that you put into a liquid, and then you drink it in liquid form, and boom, there you go. Now, is that considered fasted? I don't know. Some will say it's just water, but there's chemicals in the water that make your body react a certain way, and I feel like I'm not operating in a fasted state, you know? Now, I also hear for people who say, nah, you should work out and eat about an hour before, 30 minutes to an hour before you get in the gym. Get some protein in your system, get some carbs in your system, so that you can work out hard and fucking bang it out, baby. But I heard that if you go like 36 or 72 hours, if you go 3 days fasted, your body will produce more growth hormone. So what is that about? What's that about, broski? You know what I mean? Depending on the length of fast you go for, you know what I mean? You're training your body to utilize fat as your stores. Right now, my body will be utilizing the muscle mass, I believe, because it's a lot easier to use your muscle instead of like your carbs and all that other good stuff, and your body wants to go for the least resistance. But if you prolong the fast, we're just talking, so that's like a 12-hour window fast. Who knows how long of a fast? But if you're on a 48-hour fast, 72-hour fast, you might have already switched your body into a mode where you're like, okay, fat is where we're going to be driving our energy from. You know what I mean? We have these excess stores like ketosis. You know what I mean? we're going to be utilizing these as our energy stores because that's what we need. So can you flip the switch? There may be an immediate thing if you're fasting only for a few hours, like a 16-8 fast, 16 hours fasted, 8-hour window of eating. Your body might utilize muscle because it just knows that's what it's accustomed to. But once you get into a 48-hour 72 fast, have you switched your body into thinking, you're utilizing fat as your store? Is that's what's going down? Food for thought. You know what I mean? After X amount of time, does your body start utilizing different fuel sources? Who knows? I think fasting is really good for you. From what I hear, fasting is excellent, and we tend to look down on fasting or don't pay attention to it as much, and there's a lot of benefits of it. So a lot of people do fast, 16-8 fasts, but what about 32 hours? What about 72 hours? What about 8 days? What about 40 days? People do it and they come out feeling amazing, especially if you're living in America. The food that we eat is very toxic. And, I've heard stories of people going to Italy, eating like garbage, coming back to America, eating really good, and feeling worse in America when they're eating good than when they're eating like shit in Italy or in other countries. It's because of the chemicals that we put in our foods. And we're always operating at a lower level. And we have a lot of mucus in our body, which makes us groggy, fills our brain up, creates brain fog. There's all these chemicals in our water. We just are not working at an optimal level, So fasting is actually the body's, way of curing out and eating all the bad shit in our body first and getting rid of that. So it's like a detox. It's a natural detox, and it's good for you. So fasting is amazing, especially if you're in America. And then you'll truly understand how shitty the foods are, because then once you start eating them again, you'll start feeling like shit. And because we were so acclimated, we were so accustomed, the body adapts so well. We're adaptable beings. When we're eating like this constantly, we've adapted through years and we don't even realize that we feel like shit. And then once you detox, purify your body, now you're back to your normal state. Once you start eating normally again, then you start to feel like shit. Because now it's the contrast. Now we have contrast. Now we know what feeling good actually feels like, as opposed to being acclimated to it and adjusted and adapting to that type of situation. So fasting is good. American food is shit. Let's get into the gym. We're doing chest today. Let's go. So we're wrapping up the gym now. Now what we're doing is we're heading over to good old Trader Joe's to pick up some food. You know, I'm gonna be getting some ground turkey, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna grab. I have vegetables at home. I have rice at home. Ooh, I just remember there's a certain sauce that I like. They sell it only at Stop and Shop, I think. Or at least that's where I know they sell it. I don't think they sell it at Trader Joe's. But it's a 5-calorie for 2 tablespoons, and it's sweet chili sauce. 5 calories, 2 tablespoons. That's amazing, and it makes meal prepping so much more delicious. So hyped on that sauce. I can't believe that they create it. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. Anyways, yeah. So, picking up some ground turkey. Gonna prepare some of that. Still fasted. We're still fasted right now for the day. You know, enjoying it. I feel really good. I feel excellent. I like to fast. You know, clears out the mucus, all that bad stuff that's in your body. You know, and I've been feeling sick a little bit, so fasting is a nice little way to heal. You know what I mean? Fasting and prayer. It's a great way to heal. If you want to move mountains, you got to have that faith. Fast and pray. And you'll be able to move mountains with your faith. Even if it's as small as a mustard seed. It will grow. You'll move mountains. So, yeah. So, fasting is good for you. But even still, we're picking up some ground turkey. And I kind of want to have it just to have. That way, if I do decide to kind of eat something, I don't just rummage around for some bullshit. I'll actually have something that falls in my meal prep and in my calorie, goal, range, requirement, whatever you want to say, however you want to put it. But I'll be eating that instead of just rummaging and finding something and then not knowing if I'm within my calorie maintenance or, my deficit that I'm trying to achieve. You know what I mean? Because bingings can go off the rocker. Binges can go off the rocker sometimes. So we're just going to be picking up some ground turkey, calling it a day, and having ourselves a good time. Let's go.